Bond funds, AKA fixed income, are they really fixed? We're going to get into that in this video. So a lot of advisors and companies will offer bond funds and they call them fixed income. You might open your statement and you see that you have 40% equities and 60% fixed income. So you might think, I'm 60% safe. But is that actually the case? Well, not really. Bonds don't work like equities do, but they still have risk. And a big misconception is that bonds actually work the opposite of stocks. So sometimes people will buy a bond fund or a fixed income fund thinking, oh, well, if the stocks go down, this fund will go up. But that's not how they work at all. The way they work is they have a duration. So if you want to know how risky your bond funds are, you want to look at what the duration is on the bond funds. And this will tell you how much they'll go down if interest rates rise. That's right. They work inversely of interest rates. So if you buy a bond fund and interest rates rise, your bond fund will drop. If you buy a bond fund and the interest rates drop, your bond fund will rise. So why is that so important? Well, a lot of portfolios have been around since the late 80s, early 90s. And what has happened to interest rates since the late 80s and early 90s? They've fallen consistently. So it's important to say, if you have a high exposure to bond funds or fixed income, you don't want to look at what they did through the 80s and 90s and even 2000s. You want to look at what they will do moving forward if interest rates continue to rise, which many people think that they will. Okay, so I'm telling you that fixed income isn't really fixed. And you might be saying, okay, well, how do I get some protection in my accounts? Simple, use the traditional ways. That's what CDs are for. That's what money markets are for. That's what annuities are for. What you're doing is you're basically giving the risk to a bank or a mutual fund company or an insurance company and saying, listen, you take on the risk, but I want my money to be guaranteed. A lot of those are truly fixed accounts. Not all annuities are, but some annuities are truly fixed. Money markets, CDs, bank accounts, that's how you get protection. If you're doing it through fixed income, you might not be getting the protection that you think you have. Thank you so much for watching our video. If financial literacy is something that is important to you, please consider subscribing to our page. Our goal is to teach you everything that we know about finances so you can apply it to your life and your situation. So click the subscribe button, and we hope to see you at the next video.